Hello parents, my name is Mrs. Sluss and I'm recording this ahead of time in case you weren't able to come to back to school night. So thank you for viewing this and welcome back to school. Even though we're online, how many of you can relate, right? Or how many of your kids can relate? So whether your child is like this, online learning, yes, or like this. How do you turn this thing on? Even though that's a book. We can get through this together. It's a different year, right? But hang in there and we're going to work together and get through this and help your child do the best. So the key to help us get through this together and have your child be successful is number one, communication. So have your child contact me if they have questions or are confused about anything. We have lots of time available to meet with them. And then from you, it's going to take us as a team to get through these times. So please contact me with any questions or concerns that you have, and I'm happy to talk to you and work with you. So you should have received an invitation to Google Classroom as a parent. And if not, let me know and I can add you. What I like about Google Classroom, I have a freshman this year here, it automatically sends you a weekly update. And actually, I wanted to give you a tip. I went in and changed it to a daily update, and I like that a lot better because I felt like Fridays when it sent the notifications out, the work had already happened, and I wasn't able to monitor and remind my sons to keep up on their work. So daily, it sends you one in the evening every day, so you can ask your child about whether or not they've done that work. And I think it only sends it if they have not completed the assignment. It only lists the things they haven't done. So another good thing to do is have your child show you their Google Classroom so you can see all the work that's due, and it also notes if it's late, and also there's different tabs you can take a look at. So have them show you, help you navigate through it, and then you can also see all the completed work. In my class, the Google Classroom is organized by units. So each week I make a new kind of topic and all the assignments are in there, but I also name them by units. So hopefully that helps them stay organized. So for my commitment, I'm going to work hard to help your child learn the material. I'm going to be available before and after school, so from 8 to 9:30 and between 2 and 3. And on Fridays, we also offer tutoring via Zoom for now or email. Okay, and science is hard and distance learning is harder, and we understand that. So I want to let you know that nobody will fail my class who's making an honest effort and completing all their assignments. So I'm going to meet you and your child, more than halfway if they reach out, right? So that's what we just want to get students plugged into tutoring if they need it and extra help. Okay. I also commit to being flexible. The world is really weird, especially now, and if something's not working, please let me know and I'll do my best to work with you. Okay. So late work and grading. Homework. I have homework due weekly Fridays at 11:59, so midnight weekly on Fridays, and I actually asked the kids if they wanted an earlier due date, like or a due time at 3 p.m. on Fridays, and overwhelmingly these guys wanted to keep it at 11:59. So sorry, parents. But I like it because it kind of gives them a long window of time to get it done, and this is similar to when college work is due, usually at midnight. So any late assignments will be graded and added to Aries when I have the rest of my current grading up to date. So the way that it is, also I won't take late work after the last day of each unit. So I have weekly due dates, but then once we finish a unit, 2 or 3 week long unit, after we have the test on that and all the work is, that final day of that, I won't take that late work because we've moved on to new subjects. So, so just keep that in your mind too. And any exceptions to this will be made on a case-by-case basis, and we need to discuss it beforehand. So I have students that are out of town or whatever, and so they're working on finishing stuff up. Just let me know, right? Again, that's that flexibility, because that's important. Right, so more on grading. So all of my science classes that I teach this year are A through G certified. So if I have your student in science, it's an A through G class, so they need to get a C- or 70% or higher to be counted for UC CSU admissions. So that's important. A lot of times freshmen aren't aware of that. So C or higher. And then the grading breakdown, all of my points, I kind of tell the kids, like, it's a big pile of points. So all your points, they go in this big pile. So your homework, your labs, your tests and quizzes, everything goes there. So I like that, because if they don't test well or, miss an assignment or something, there's a bunch of points in there, and it's not going to hurt them so bad if they have a bad day on a test. And then 5% of their grade is college and career readiness skills. So that's more like I call it the P's, like positive, productive, punctual, polite, all of those things. So, and that's what, on distance learning, we're really looking for them to be engaged and active and participating and communicating. All right, and so I try to enter grades in areas within a week. This year is really, really busy, so I'm trying really hard. So tests and quizzes, because we have limited face-to-face time with students, tests and quizzes will be taken outside of class time during their independent work time, and it's usually on Fridays. I know this next week in environmental science, I have one scheduled for Tuesday, but usually Fridays. And they're open from 8 a.m. to midnight of that day. So if your student is not available that day, if you're headed out of town or hunting or something like that, please let me know ahead of time. I've already had some students contact me. They're not going to be able to take the quiz this Friday. We do have quiz Friday in chemistry and biology too, so just to remind you of that. So make prior arrangements, because I have to then schedule the test to open up on a different day too. All right, and then some ethics reminders. So tests, quizzes, labs, classwork, missed to cuts can't be made up, and that's even on distance learning. So just a reminder to the kids. And then copying and cheating. So we'll be explicit, like when we're doing group work and things like that, versus I really want to know what they think. I love getting to know the kids and seeing what's in their brain and how they're expressing their opinions and their interpretation of what we've done in class. So I don't want to read what is on the internet. So that's, I like to see what their original work is. So if it's copying, like sharing between students, it's a 0 for them and the person whose work was copied, because they shared it. Especially now, you have to hit share to get it. And cheating on tests and quizzes or projects, 0, referral and contact home. We're going to be using Turnitin this year to help with that, because it's all in an online forum. And this year also with testing, especially in chemistry, there's a lot of resources that they can use. And so I'll be explicit about that. All right, and then if you don't know how to science, it's okay, because I do. And your kids already are natural scientists, and I'm really enjoying. It's so good to be back in school and see the kids and get to know the freshmen, and then see the ones that I haven't seen for a while. At least on Zoom, it's still nice. So remember, it's the beginning of the year. Remind them they're not supposed to know it all yet. Sorry, freshmen, because they think they do know it all, because I have one. But that's why they're in school. They're in school to learn, and they're not supposed to start off. Learning is hard, and it's confusing, and it's frustrating, and just remind them of that. That's the process, right? They're going to go through it. And I think I have one last slide. All right, and then if you have any questions, please ask, please email me, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you hopefully in real life at some point.